I am recording this. Yeah, I'm recording it now. Okay. So we're gonna go through YouTube, we're gonna go through Reddit, and then after that we'll play some Dota. And then Elden Ring officially begins. Yep. I'll cut I'll make sure Elden Ring has its own proper video, okay? Don't worry about it. Alright. So YouTube, first thing, Southgate quits England? Really? Wow, after the loss? I mean, England wasn't working properly. The team was like full of the best players, but it wasn't working. I don't know why. Mark Goldbridge really said that Southgate is the problem, so he'll be probably happy about it.
Hi everybody, welcome to That's Football. Gareth Southgate has resigned as England manager. You know what? I'm going to be professional here and say get in. No, I mean, look, I am very happy from a footballing point of view. This is great. I can't be a hypocrite. There is guilt. Of course there is guilt, and there will be praise. But this is exactly what England needed. And if I said to you, if Southgate had decided to stay, I'd have been done with England, I wouldn't be lying. I couldn't go through another 2 years of, qualifying easily and then, messing up in a World Cup with crap football with brilliant players. There was a ceiling to Southgate. I know there are content creators out there, journalists out there, ex-players out there who are cowards, who have flip-flopped on this, even through the Euros flip-flopped on it and said, oh, I'm behind Southgate now. I and many others have been very consistent on this. I mean, I think the first video I did about Southgate out was probably 6 years ago. I don't think I've ever warmed to Southgate as a top-level coach. I will acknowledge that he's done a good job, and I will talk about who I think should get the job now. But what are your thoughts? Because mine are this. Over the years, over the many tournaments, you'll have seen my reaction to Southgate. I think I did about 5 through the Euros saying, get rid of him, he's not good enough. Look, we're not always correct, but the big enduring thing for me with Southgate is that he will not get a job in the Premier League. And if he does, I think that Premier League club will be making a mistake. Tactically, in the modern game, he ain't that. He's a good man manager. There is a role for him, but I don't think it's football management. I would not be surprised if we saw Southgate working for the FA in the future, or as a technical director, or there is a position in football for Gareth Southgate where he has a strong set of skills. But as a coach, as a manager that sets the team, picks the team, sets the tactics, no, just severely lacking. I think he did a fantastic job in getting a very, very good set of England players to unify and basically get to places on that unity. But when you come up against better footballing teams or better coaches, we time and time again got found out. Ultimately, when you look at that final, Spain did not have the best 11 on paper. We did. But they were the better team by a long way because they had the better coach. And that is what England need to move towards next. There is a legacy for Gareth Southgate, but 100% this was the right decision. I think even the journalists and the media and the ex-players and the fans that backed Southgate felt that a change was needed. And all of us who have wanted this change for a long time.
I mean, if you think about it, England's players are so freaking good, right? On paper, they should absolutely steamroll all the competition. But the way they played, it felt like they were falling behind, which was kind of like weird, It's like, how is this possible? These players are supposed... Foden is the best example of that. Foden plays extremely well with Man City, right? With players of Man City, with Pep, the coach Pep. What's his last name? Guardiola or something like that. Pep. Yeah, the way he plays with them is completely different. Like I watched him play. He tried his best in this Euro. Don't get me wrong. He played. He played good, but he couldn't play the way he wanted to play, or the way he plays in Man City.
Time now
England has to fix this issue.
The next decision's the right
Their
one.
player
The
have
FA
to feel comfortable playing their roles.
Southgate. So where does that make you think they could go next? This is an FA that's given people like Capello the job. Steve McLaren the job, Roy Hodgson the job, Sam Allardyce the job, Gareth Southgate the job. So there's no guarantee that they're going to get it right. But I think when the FA are in a fortuitous position now. Gareth Southgate, for all his faults, has created an environment that England players want to play for England for, which wasn't always the case. And I think that is where I would give Southgate credit. He has created an environment where England players want to play. It would have been very easy for Luke Shaw to go, I'm not ready for the Euros, I'm going to have a summer off and get ready for Man United. He went to that Euros because he wanted to be part of that team. So that's there. That foundation is there. And the FA are in a fortuitous position because they've just seen Spain dominate the Euros playing a good style of football and a system. People like Portugal are committed to Martinez. Deschamps is staying at France. You know, that's problematic for Portugal and France despite their squad. England are in the fortuitous position where they can look at Spain and go, right, that's what you need to do in international football. Our manager's gone. Let's go and get a manager that plays the right brand of football because we've definitely got the players. And this could be the road to the World Cup. It makes me feel inspired. It makes me feel excited. But they've got to get that decision right. But as for Gareth Southgate, look, would I thank Gareth Southgate? It would be remiss not to thank Gareth Southgate in the sense that in my lifetime, nobody's took us to 2 Euros finals in a row. Nobody's took us to a final. So, look, he has done a good job. But the flip side to that coin is second place is the first place loser. And he didn't win the Italian. I think Italy at Wembley is the game he should have won. The World Cup we should have done better, and I wasn't happy with that. And I think he should have gone after the World Cup, if I'm being honest. I think we should be doing what we're doing now after the World Cup, and we maybe would have won the Euros, because people say, oh, Spain are miles ahead. Spain beat us 2-1 with an England side that was playing like Wimbledon from the 80s, booting it long, and Harry Kane was like playing with 10 men. So I don't think we're actually far off Spain.
How many times did Harry Kane touch the ball in that final game? Like, I don't think he touched the ball 10 times. I honestly don't.
To the players we've got, but where we are far off is in the coaching. But look, the legacy of Southgate will be that he was a good man manager who brought players together, but their tactics were dreadful. And there'll be a lot of England players that aren't happy, but there's a lot to build upon there. I think he's the guy before the guy. That's what I think with Southgate. He's the guy that makes people want to play for England again. He's the guy that breaks down the barriers where England players from Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Liverpool can come into that squad and get on together. And I think that's a good thing.
That is a good thing, yeah.
I think Pochettino could do that, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Eddie Howe could do that. Maybe it'll be Potter. But the point is, Southgate was never going to win as a trophy. That statement was one that I had for years, some of you had for years, and we were right. And no Southgate defender can argue that. He was never going to win as a trophy. And when I look, and this would be my thing, Gareth Southgate was never going to win us a trophy. And people will go, but nothing. The final isn't the trophy. Southgate was never going to win as a trophy. But this set of players, in my experience, are the best set of players we've had over a period of time, and they should be winning a trophy. And what I mean by that is
true. These set of players that England have is insane.
If you look at the team
like
in
world
96,
class
very
players,
few players
right?
from 96 played in Italia 90 in a 6-year period. Very different teams. You
can compare England to Argentina, right? Argentina also has a superstar lineup. Right, you have the best of the best in Argentina. You have the best of the best in England. Why is Argentina winning and England losing? Because Argentina knows how to play proper football. England, the players feel so uncomfortable in their roles in England that it's all over the place. If you look at Argentina, for example, the way the players work together, like Di Maria, Messi. You have Molina on the side sometimes. Then he gets swapped with Montiel, and then you have you have Alvarez, you have Tagliafico, and other players. They play so well together, and you can see it in their football. You can see it. They always win because they are comfortable in their positions and they play well together. England doesn't feel comfortable.
Look at England from 2020 to 2024, 4 years, there's a bit of change, but there's a nucleus of players there that are still going to be there in 2 or 3 years' time as well.
Yes.
I still think by the World Cup in 2026, we'll have a lot of this squad with a lot of players coming through, and by 2028 for the next Euros. Both those tournaments have to be That's the project. What the FA must not do is bring another Southgate in who's a nice guy, who's a nearly man. They've got to get the right guy. And Southgate does deserve credit for that. Like, being a nearly man is not a criticism. England haven't won a trophy in my life. They haven't won a trophy since '66, which was a home tournament. So Southgate's got close, but he's not got quite there. And where you rank him comparable to other England managers is up to you, because none of them have won anything, but he has done quite well. But it's the right decision, and it should have been done a couple of years ago. He was never going to win as a trophy, and we were right to say that. So where do England go next? Look, I'd move heaven and earth to get a Jurgen Klopp. I don't think it can happen, but sometimes you've got to shoot for the stars. Reality, Eddie Howe would be the right guy to go for, because he's English, and he's the best English coach, and he plays a good brand of football. And he would earn the respect of those players. He gets on with his players really well, but he's also a good coach. He'd be like an upgrade on Southgate. So Eddie Howe would be the number one. I get that. If you don't want Eddie Howe and you want to stay English, you're going to go Potter, who, there's question marks. And the one thing about the press is, I feel that with
I don't
Potter,
know much
the
about
press
those
would turn
coaches,
on him very, very quickly. Whereas with Eddie Howe, they will give him respect for a few years. And what you need is a couple of years to build for this World Cup. We don't want uncertainty. From what I'm hearing,
I mean, World Cup is in 2 years, right? So you don't really have that much time. You want somebody who can earn the players' respect in about a year, and use the other year to prepare for the World Cup properly with high tactics, good football.
Because the Nations League. So there are challenges there, and England can have dips. So Eddie Howe would be superior to Potter. If we're not obsessed with English coaches, and I'm not, I never have been. I know you've got to be English to play for England, but you don't need to be English to manage England.
Okay.
We don't have a big pool of English coaches, and we never have. So why limit yourself? I personally think there is a coach that's managed in England a lot, who is massively tactical, has problems winning trophies himself, but in the club game is very respected, and that's Pochettino. I think Pochettino would be brilliant as England manager. In fact, if it was Pochettino or Howe, where would you go? If you want an English coach, you go Eddie Howe, and I'd be very happy with that. But I wouldn't mind Pochettino. People have mentioned Thomas Tuchel. I'm not opposed to us going and getting a coach that's a really good coach, because when you look at Spain and you look at the World Cup and you look at what Brazil are going to try and do, and Argentina, it's going to be the teams that are well coached that win the World Cup. Yeah,
because Argentina has been coached very well. Why? Because they picked a player to coach. No coaching experience. That's crazy, though. They picked a player that used to play for Argentina, who used to play with Messi and Di Maria, and put him as a coach. He knows the players. Players like him. And he knows how the football should be played, right? So, yeah, he won one Copa America, one World Cup, and now second Copa America. How cool is that?
I think France won't win the World Cup. I just think Deschamps needed to go.
I watched France's game, all of their games, right? I don't know why. Like, it's the same problem that England have. Like, Mbappe is a really good player, right? Like, one of the best players ever. Harry Kane is a really good player, but in the game, you it's like they're playing 10-man. Those two doesn't exist. They barely touch the ball. It's like, what's happening? This is wrong. They need to get involved. Mbappe has one of the fastest speeds in football. He's so fast. But he stays in one place and never does anything.
I think with Martinez, Portugal will ultimately be weak.
Yeah, so really Portugal. I mean, Portugal needs some fresh legs. I hate to say it. Ronaldo's been playing a bit. I mean, he's getting older, you can say. Pepe 41 still playing really good. He did make some mistakes, here and there, and he's a bit slower than other defenders, but he's a good defender. He's a high experienced defender. But I think Portugal needs a new coach and some fresh legs, and maybe they'll be able to win it. But without Ronaldo, are you really gonna root for Portugal?
Realistically, from Europe, I think Nagelsmann with Germany is a good coach. Italy are miles off. We don't know what they're going to do. Spain will be there or thereabouts. We can be there or thereabouts. And then you're looking at Argentina and maybe Brazil if they can have a renaissance. So the World Cup's there to be won. And there's a lot of experience in that team, but it's the coaching. You've got to get somebody in that can coach. And Eddie Howe or Pochettino, to me, look like the two to do that. I think Lee Carsley, Graham Potter are risks as English coaches. And I think that, you know, there's no point going for a foreign coach unless you're going to get the best you can get. And I think Pochettino, Tuchel, Klopp would be that. Get your comments in below.
Okay.
Ultimately, very happy.
Yeah, wondering, does Pep Guardiola, yeah, that's... So he's the coach of Manchester City right now, right? Coach. Managed by, okay. Currently managing Manchester City, leading the team to numerous titles. Yeah, we saw this. But does he not? So he's, if you manage a team, you can't manage your country's team. Is that how it works? Or can you manage both? I don't think you can, right? That's why, I mean, he's from Spain, right? I'm pretty sure. Where is he from? Oh, Spanish. Yeah, he's from Spain. Here, Spanish. So he's from Spain, but Spain, he's not the coach of Spain. So I think you can't do it. That sucks because he's an insane coach, right? He's so fucking good. Alright, yeah. Sucks for England. Losing 2 Euros in a row. Doing very bad. Wait, what is this? That is unhinged. What the fuck?
So that was the clip, and this is like, I guess the fat guy from Tenacious D, the bald guy. Yeah, that's basically it. Washed up former star Jack Black appears in a Biden fundraiser because democracy is at stake. He says my president needs me while wearing a Dark Brandon shirt and American flag overalls. Am I crazy to think that there's nothing wrong with this right here? This is totally fine. He obviously likes Biden. He doesn't like Trump. Like it's not. You shouldn't get like this is. There's nothing wrong with this. Now, obviously, you know, this guy in the yellow shirt is a. He's a fucking idiot, right? He's obviously a fucking idiot. How do you say this in front of a big audience of people?
That's just unhinged. That's all. That's all there is to say. Some people like that are just unhinged, man. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. What's up? Oh, Trump makes first public appearance. Should I watch this?
Ago, we're going to try and zoom in as best we can from our vantage point. That is former President Trump has arrived here with a bandage on his ear. This is the first time in the entire event that you can widen out the shot. We can see him more now. This is the first time in the entire event we have seen the former president visibly since the attempted assassination this past Saturday. So the crowd has been on its feet since the last probably 3 minutes since the former president just walked into
Thumbs up, yeah.
We determine the best way to handle this.
I just want to see what he says.
We are taking,
you know.
Okay, we do have him. So I just want to stick with this. We were going to go to some other stuff, but this is the former president walking into the room for the first time. We have seen him with Lee Greenwood's song playing over the. While we watch this, this is the first time we were seeing the former president at all since Saturday. As you can see with that bandaged ear. With music playing on the loudspeakers, everyone is on their feet here, and he is applauding and saying hello to his supporters here, who are here in the thousands in Milwaukee. Kent, Joy, I think we should probably sit and watch this for a bit as we go.
I want to see what he says. Like,
Scott,
does he say
are we able
anything?
to see where his VP pick is? in relation to where
potential running mate right next to him on the screen. So JD Vance, I have heard from sources maybe expected to speak a little later on. That's not been. I'm not next to him. I'm behind something, but I can't see physically what's around him. I can say, Joy, 8 hours ago, which happened in Pennsylvania.
I guess he doesn't speak. It's fine. I mean, if he's fine, then good. I asked YouTuber millionaires for a house tour. No, thank you.
Hi everyone, Slim to the Shade Channel.
Okay, let's see what he says, because Anthony Fantano has been having weird reviews lately.
Here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of this new Eminem album, The Death of Slim Shady. Here we have the latest full-length LP from legendary Detroit rapper, songwriter, producer Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem, aka Slim Shady.
Yep.
He is back
again.
with
Yeah.
his 12th official commercial project here.
Oh, what?
Oh, what? What?
You said Gen Z is trying to what?
Nobody said anything about Gen Z.
Gen Z is trying to cancel Eminem.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Oh, honey, that's partial. He's the greatest that I'm
Okay.
right. If you want to keep I
Can you just
Therapy.
I
do the
can't get
review,
getting
please?
again.
So like I said, this is Eminem's 12th album, where, of course, it's kind of a concept thing where he is, surprise, reliving his past, specifically through the Slim Shady exaggeration of his actual self, his drugged-out, edgelord, offensive persona that, if you're familiar with his life and career, he actually shares a lot in common with. It's not some character he made up whole cloth, which is why, in concept, the idea of bringing back Slim Shady to, I don't know, kill him, psychoanalyze him, it's interesting. Even if this is all a part of a formula that Eminem can't seem to get away from lately. Because since actually growing and maturing as a person over the course of his career, it kind of feels like these days Eminem, a lot of his focus and effort is spent convincing people that he's still got it. And when I say that, I don't just mean the ability to rap, but also the...
Wait. So Eminem hasn't been Slim Shady for past how many albums now? Right? Like, am I retarded or what? Slim Shady was gone. Eminem was trying new things, and people said, "Oh, these new things are too technical. They're too difficult to understand. They're not Slim Shady. Slim Shady used to be like a very he will tell you what you needed to hear, you know, and people liked it. And Eminem branched out to being Eminem and making music as Eminem, not as Shady. And people said, "Oh, it's not that good. The old Eminem, the Slim Shady version was really good." That's most people like that version of Eminem, right? And now he's bringing it back, and now he's saying
that
he
made
could
him
never
the
get away from it. He did get away from it, and people didn't like
star
it.
that he is today. And this has led to a discography that sees him kind of bouncing back and forth between different sides of himself. So while no doubt Eminem has changed a lot as a person since his big break in the late 90s, through a mix of audience capture and maybe old habits dying hard, it kind of seems like there
That's
are
a
parts
line
of
from
him that
his
just
song.
won't go away. And I think on some level he's sincerely trying to explore that idea on The Death of Slim Shady, which again, in the abstract, I think is a good idea. It's a good solid concept, especially for a music star whose life and progression is as storied as Eminem's. Whether or not it's executed well, though, is kind of another question. Like my guy Eminem here, when writing this review, I tried to think about it in kind of a meta way, try to conceptualize like how I could go about it to where it would meet everyone's needs or kind of get across my qualms and criticisms with the project. Because honestly,
Look, you can criticism. It's fine. Like, I have some criticism of this album. I don't like all the songs in this album. I like some of them. I don't like some of the lines. I think some of the lines are too repetitive, but
I don't want to get bogged down
Still like it.
spending minutes of time in this video like listing off a bunch of lyrics that like you know and I know are offensive and are obvious.
yeah, I mean that's the whole
So
point.
you
I
intend-
don't have a problem with the offensive line. I just have some of the lines are a bit too repetitive.
To be offensive.
Comes up
And
couple of
it's not
times.
that I want to avoid talking about these bars because they're above criticism or anything like that. I just don't see the point because their appeal or lack thereof is kind of obvious and just plain faced. So again,
And that's
explicitly
the
I say
point
I
of
am
them.
not going to do that in this review. What I am going to do is point out the fact that the narrative and the framing around this album and its story doesn't really make sense. When you look at Eminem and his most recent string of releases, Slim Shady, the character, the guy, the edgelord, did he ever really fully leave? I mean, for sure, Marshall has had his moments of emotional and personal maturity across some of his latest records. That is true, but even his early work has that to some degree. And on top of that, there's never been a massively long span of Eminem's career where that edgelord side of him has completely subsided, especially for it to come back with a vengeance in the way that it's supposed to be
Don't
here.
know what
But
he's-
either way, if I'm
what he
taking this
means.
record as charitably as I possibly can and accepting Marshall at his word that this whole thing is like a theater piece where he is embracing an older version of himself, then I can actually appreciate quite a few tracks on this record for what they are. Maybe working multiple South Park references into a single track is a bit too on the fucking nose. And
Yeah,
also,
that's one of my criticism as well. It's a couple of lines and a couple of concepts come again and again, and in sometimes in one song, and that's a bit like okay, we got it the first two times you said it, you know.
Muddies the alleged intentions behind
But
this record a bit. But you know what? After
cool.
multiple listens, I will say I messed pretty heavy with Brand New Dance. It's got
Yeah,
this
Brand New Dance is the best track. I love that.
silly ass, quirky ass, Luigi's Mansion-esque beat. And rap-wise, Eminem has a delivery that has a distinct Slick Rick type timbre to it.
Yes.
And yeah, the whole track is essentially this massive and callous joke at the expense of the late Christopher Reeves. It's careless, it's mean, it's obviously trying to be that, but still, I'm kind of impressed at just how much focus Marshall puts on this topic in just trying to dig as many ridiculous like punchlines and bits of wordplay out of it. There's even galloping samples in the goddamn instrumental. It is deeply and profoundly demented and depraved in only a way I think Eminem can be. And even later on the record, there's some kind of allusion to this track being from like the mid 2000s era for Eminem and it being left off of
Like I said,
a
that track
record
is the
because
best track
Reeves
in
had
the-
passed away. And
in
yeah,
the
considering this is like
album.
the same era
For me,
of Eminem's
I love it so
music
much.
that brought us beautiful deep cuts such as Fack, that kind of makes sense. And I think saying this brings some very important historical context to this record and Slim Shady as a character or a persona broadly, because it's not just Eminem who has evolved over the course of his career, it's Slim Shady too, because the representation we're getting of him on this album over here isn't the depressed, struggling anti-hero underdog that many people still love to this day on the original Slim Shady LP. No, what we're getting instead is the rebel without a cause, edgelord, annoying, weird guy that honestly gave Eminem his first discography L, because when you look at Encore comparatively, it's a much shittier album than every record that came before it at that point in Eminem's catalog, which again makes me kind of wonder why we're doing this and why we're here, why Eminem thought digging from that point in his career, that point of inspiration, was going to result in great music. Either way, further tracks on this record aren't quite as overtly kooky and are a bit more sensible in tone when it comes to Eminem exploring this darker side of his mind that he can't quite get rid of. Be that through the song Evil, which has much more approachable rapping, a stronger chorus as well, where yes, Eminem is embracing that edgelord side of himself, but simultaneously has these sort of funny aside moments of clarity like, don't tell me what I can't say, that's gay, and not the good kind of gay either, where two men fuck each other and hate beaver. The song Lucifer tries to strike a similar balance as well, though I do think it is maybe trying a bit too hard to be offensive and living in a bit of a fantasy world, where again, I know the point here is for Eminem to embrace this persona, but I feel like his commentary on getting canceled and cancel culture is a little out of touch, especially considering kicked off Twitter.
don't know
Eminem
about
isn't
that.
known for spending hours of time on Twitter posting edgy shit. And as far as getting canceled in rap goes, I think Ye proved you could push it pretty friggin' far and still end up getting a #1 album out of it. And Eminem, even being as crazy as he is on this record, I don't think he's willing to go as far as to praise Hitler or say slavery was a choice. He's clearly not that desperate to piss people off. Following this, though, we have tracks like Antichrist as well as Fuel featuring Jid, both of which pop off hard as hell. But deeper into the record, we see Eminem once again trying to fully embody this older version of himself. And just like during that encore era, all it results in is just obnoxiously grating music that you don't want to listen to because the guy rapping and writing it is just vomit-inducing. Of course, I'm talking about tracks like Road Rage as well as the main teaser to this whole thing, Houdini. Things on the album narratively come to
I
a
don't know
head
about that
on the
either.
track Guilty Conscience 2, which, if you're familiar with the Eminem catalog, is basically the sequel to that amazing and classic track with Dr. Dre, which, was like a first major instance of Eminem in his career doing exactly what he is doing here, using Slim Shady as a character to explore bad behavior, the evils and temptations that lurk in the darkest corners of his mind. Meanwhile, Dr. Dre on the song plays opposite to him in sort of like a, good cop, bad cop kind of way. Angel on your shoulder, devil on your shoulder, pushing you in one direction or the other. Except now, in the follow-up, Guilty Conscience 2, it is Eminem, the older, more mature, changed version of himself, arguing and battling it out with the Slim Shady persona. And they're locked in this mental struggle that tries to, in a way, analyze why exactly Eminem can't let go of this side of himself. In so many words, Shady tries to make the case that the Slim Shady character is essentially an excuse for him to embrace words and behavior and so on and so forth that he doesn't have the guts to do on his own by himself. Eminem claims this is Shady being just basically full of shit and eventually just kind of puts a bullet between his eyes. And it's not a bad track. In fact, I would say it's one of the best tracks on the entire album. The issue is that this is just track 13 on the record, and there is still quite a bit of album to go. And for the rest of it, I think Eminem struggles to kind of maintain the narrative focus of the LP. You have to kind of wonder, after literally killing Slim Shady on the record and waking up from this whole thing as if it's a nightmare, is the persona done? Is it over? Are you like a changed man? Have we made it clear which side of you are? What separates you from the Slim Shady persona? Not really, which is why I think things get a little muddy and confusing on subsequent tracks like Head Honcho, where Eminem, referring to himself as himself, says that there's essentially no civilizing a savage. Or on the track Toby, featuring Big Sean as well as Baby Tron, which going into the record was a single I thought was great. But on this track, I feel like Eminem's words make the narrative a little confusing, because on Guilty Conscience 2, he blames Slim Shady for various beefs he's been involved in over the years, as if these were terrible scuffles that he kind of regrets in retrospect.
I can
but
see
simultaneously
that, but,
on this track, he essentially just kind of says,
I think
fuck it. I mean,
just
I'll
have to
beef
listen
with
to it
Melly Mel,
like
I
a
don't
couple
care.
more times to
Meanwhile, what's even
understand
more
it fully.
confusing is on the song Bad One. In so many words, Eminem essentially admits to just loving offending people and, again, using the Slim Shady character to say stuff he wouldn't normally say. Which, isn't that what you told Slim Shady to his face in your dream, what made him full of shit, and then you shot him? Which the fuck is it? I'm not even sure Eminem knows. Even with emotional highlights on the back end of this record, such as Temporary as well as Somebody Save Me, where Eminem is really, once again, recovery era style, going into personal struggles that he's had with either addiction or just his shortcomings as a father. Yes, even with that, unfortunately, this record is not a signifier of real personal growth for Eminem. And that's not to say, again, he hasn't changed or grown as a person in all of his years since making it big as a rapper. I just don't think he displays that growth very well in a narrative fashion on this album. This record is not a come to Jesus moment. If it is, he's certainly not explaining it very well, and it's most definitely not a phoenix rising from the ashes. If anything, this album is pretty much Eminem telling us, hey, this shitty, unlikable, cringe version of myself that made me famous years and years and years ago. It's not going anywhere, and it's here to stay. It's a part of me, and there's probably no changing that. Sorry, not sorry, which is a pretty piss poor admission, I will say, and kind of, you know,
Again,
makes the
I
story
don't know
of
about
this
that.
album like a non-story. Why are we all lining up to hear the tale of a guy who doesn't change at all? It's just so funny and also kind of sad to see that somebody can like reach the top, reach the
I
peak.
think it's more
in
like
the way Eminem has,
Eminem's trying
and
to
have
hold.
all
It's
the
like holding
success,
back
have
a
all of these
monster, you know.
opportunities, and yet still not be able
He's
to
trying
fully
to,
overcome being a
explain that
mindless
this is
bully
like how I'm,
perpetuating a cycle of abuse
holding
and
this
cruelty.
monster back,
I never
you know?
usually
I
end
can't let
reviews
it-
like this
let it
because
roam
I
free.
think it's kind of lame, but Oscar Wilde once said, "Give a man a mask and he will tell you the truth." Or in this case, every mean little internal thought that he has that he's too chicken to say in
Okay.
any other context, which is why I'm feeling a light to decent
but
5
Tony got hit
on
by a
this
melon.
album.
Yeah, that's
Transition,
a red
have you given this
flannel
album a listen? Did you
somewhere.
love it? Did you hate it? What
I
would you
thought it
rate it?
should
You're the
say-
best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the
I
like
have
if
to
you
give
like.
it
Please,
a 3 or
please
lower.
subscribe.
Nope. Oh, nope. Misclicked. Sorry. Okay. I mean, it's his opinion. Like, I listened to the album. I thought it was pretty good. I know it's not his best work, but it's still pretty goddamn cool. Like, New Dance is my favorite track on the album. Just love it. Just love it. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah. So I did watch other episodes of House of Dragon. I'll give a full review of the House of Dragon. I think that's what I should do, or maybe I should do like a episode reviews. Not sure yet. I'll see what I will do. Okay, there's nothing else here. All right, let's go to Reddit. Reddito. Let's go to Dota Reddit first. I thought ult when we got called by Axe. Tell Tide to blink ult when we got called by Axe. Oh, well, Tide can't. He misclicked! He misclicked! He misclicked! No, he TB'd instead of pressing R. No. Yeah, activates a spam filter to stop the drop spam that they promoted. Okay. Forever alone. I received, you received a partner. Could be with anyone. Jakiro on enemy team. Jakiro on my team, yeah. I thought this was a well burned Dota wiki. Now I can't get this shit out of my head. Yeah. Arcana drops on Riyadh Master playoff stream. Wait, drops? Watch the Dota Riyadh Master on our Twitch and wait for the caster shoutout or on-screen prompt. Then type I dropped in the chat for a chance to win one of our item bundles. Nice. You have a rampage. I have a rampage. We are not the same. Okay. Arcana this, Arcana that. This is only one true hero set. That looks dog shit. What? OG Tundra. Make our own. There's no Echo Slam bait. Get baited. Okay. All right. I wanted to watch the OG Tundra match. I forgot to watch that. Let's watch that first. Tundra versus OG. Oh, nope. Tundra versus OG. Yeah, what happened here? Who won? I don't know.
And in this matchup for Tundra versus OG, it's going to be an interesting one in terms of predicting.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Thompson playing Sand King mid. Yes, sir. You have goddamn, look at this team comp.
I can see this going 3 games
have
for either
pure,
side. I
Brood
don't think
Mama.
either side has that massive of an edge over each other, although there's something on
Okay.
this top rune.
Let's go.
They are trying. Whisper's still
Uh-oh.
around the area, but Thompson's going to show
Thompson.
up.
Thompson.
Whisper actually takes the Mandarin away, so it is a 3-for-1 trade, but this might cost him his own
Oh, he
life.
gets him.
So they will just stun him up a little
Thompson,
bit there with
what
the rebound. The
skill do you
Nightclass
have?
will go for the body blocks,
You have your E.
and Whisper is indeed dead as Pure will be able to secure first blood.
Nice. Pure gets
Beautiful
first
setup here by
blood too.
Nightclass.
That's
Preach
pretty
just
rough.
continue to follow as he'll take a double. And this is exactly what you wanted to see. His Rams is
Uh-oh.
going to go down bottom
Rams is
lane, so
dead.
a very nice pickup here for Tomato.
Phoenix
But
is
this also turns into CS
so
to pump.
good. The hero
much
is
struggle
so
here for the Mango
fucking
quite
insane.
yet.
Oh no, he missed it.
Bottom
Oh,
lane,
no.
Nightclass
Nightclass
dropping
dead.
very low here now to Seb. Nightclass looks like he's going to be okay.
Oh, nice
Tomato
dodge.
maybe
Oh,
thinking
nice
about
dodge.
a Sakuchi
Uh-oh.
pass to tier 1 tower,
Uh-oh,
decides to go
BZM.
Robert. Meanwhile,
No, Thompson is
does
too
end up getting
freaking
off
good. No,
Pure
Pure
in the
is dead.
meantime, top lane ends up going down.
He
That's a
couldn't
pretty
press
big one.
his
They found the
shit.
Broodmother.
Whiteman
A
didn't
very
press.
challenging laning stage
thing
already
on
here
him.
for Tundra down in this off lane.
Uh-oh.
Mid
Thompson
lane in the meantime,
going ham.
Thompson diving
No,
in
he's
there,
dead,
but
I think.
Ari is going to TP in to
Yeah.
help out. It does secure the life of Thompson. You still lose BCM to the caustic plus the damage of Whitemon, but at the very least they find Thompson first.
Uh-oh.
I know you're top
Pure.
on Thompson and Pure in terms of CS. I just
Oh,
feel
here
like
comes
the early
Ari.
aggression has been winding
No.
up, so they are going on to
Thompson's
top.
dead.
Thompson is going to have the help of Whitemon coming in as the epicenter does get channeled up, but Whitemon never threw out the
Oh.
ice path. Tundra
No, Thompson
down
ran
there.
away.
Seb going to be trying to get some damage off, but cannot finish the job. Is now Seb in
Thompson's-
trouble. Seb goes down.
Okay, nice.
Whisper also
dies.
dying top lane. but
I'm rooting
he
for
doesn't
Tundra
have
if
an
you can't
arcade
tell.
mode, which means he wants to try and go after the Marcy kill, but well, you got rebound
Uh-oh.
in 1 second for Nightclass and he barely gets it off in time.
Nice. He runs
BZM
away.
still thinking about going
Uh-oh,
for the
here
diving
comes the
past
rolling
T1
thunder
tower.
though.
Does see Nightclass on the Marcy and does try to secure the kill and does get it. So BZM,
BZM
can
is
you
dead,
find a
but-
way out now?
Yeah, BZM is dead
Oh,
for
the
this.
answer's looking like it might be no.
Nice.
He's still okay with the shield crash
That
shield.
Whitemon dies.
Whitemon
Oh, he's
can't
not
save
dead.
Either. Thompson the one in trouble. BZM, he'll find Whitemon. He'll make it out. Meanwhile, Pure
BZM
goes
left.
down.
Oh, how did Pure
Top
die?
lane, they'll
Oh, he
find
got
the Broodmother
doomed.
once again.
Patience out for Tundra, maybe
Rams
looking
going
to
rough
punish
for
Whisper here.
Tundra. Oh, here comes Thompson though.
The
Oh
caustic
my god,
finale
that damage.
my God.
Jesus.
It's a bit too much, but here comes Ari, here comes BZM, and there goes Thompson.
Oh,
Thompson's gone
Thompson's
already.
dead, yeah.
It happens that
Their
quickly.
entire team come.
When you've got the Nyx Assassin around,
Whitemon's gonna die
Whitemon
too,
now
I
being
think.
dived on the Jakiro, the egg will be committed, and Whitemon, he can do
And
nothing
used.
about it but watch as he will slowly burn
Uh-oh,
away.
Pure is gonna die
And
too,
Pure,
I think.
he just
Oh my
needs
god,
to back
5
the
people
lane.
in this lane.
Oh, force Pure to...
Rough.
What can you do? There's just no chance.
Ari killed
It's
Beastmaster.
that-
Holy shit.
Can just further out that burst play that he's already getting done. No durability just yet on Tundra.
Seb?
Lots of squishy targets as well.
They are at least going to find Seb. Seb trying to
He
sneak in,
uses
maybe for some deep
epicenter
vision
for that.
by that Dire
That's
Tormentor
not
will
good.
not be able to get away with it. Give a deal. OG won't mind seeing that too much. Tundra, on the other hand, seeing that kill, they will smoke up immediately, even find themselves
Uh-oh,
a Weaver
finds
now.
a
Can
Weaver.
they burst him down?
Nice.
They can. Tomato is gone.
That ice pad is so
That's a
good.
big one.
It's the best
I would
follow
say
up
even Seb kill is pretty
in the
big.
game,
Look
I
at the
think.
net worth you get
That
from
and
that Phoenix. 331
Fisher.
plus 268. Ramses was just worth 329 plus
Time
132.
for themselves. They do have the Ags
Uh-oh.
on Rams at the very least. Seb
Seb
kind of bait
gets
the
caught.
bit. Whisper, he'll jump
Oh,
in front
Dooms
of
comes
the
on
Beastmaster, but
Ramses.
he's already lost
But
Seb,
Ramses is not
and now
gonna
he's
die.
lost
Whisper's
no life.
dead.
They
Wow,
weren't
that's
expecting the
great.
smoke right
Great
behind
gameplay by
Pure.
Tundra.
So 2 heroes going down for OG, and now Tundra, they can start to apply
Doom is-
pressure onto that mid T1
Yeah,
tower.
Doom's net worth
And
is
OG,
not
they
looking
would not
good.
be
Look at
pretty much
Pure's net
uncontested
worth.
outside of
Jesus.
the couple of laning deaths he has had. Full Orchid
Ari-
can start to play. Ari's
Ari-
on the chase.
Oh, he
Don't you
has
love
free
when the Nyx Assassin
padding?
can keep up with the Broodmother? How great is that, John? No,
Uh-oh, Ari's gonna
no
die.
inequality when it comes to
No.
the bugs.
Pure. Oh my god,
Class
Pure.
Still gonna jump in though.
Pure
Does
is a
find
god.
Nice rebound onto that Nyx assassin. So Ari is gone. Here comes
Pure is
Thompson,
out.
right on the
Thompson.
Sep, but they might need to back out of here. Tundra. This Tundra up a little bit low. The egg is down from Sep. There's nobody focusing on either. Nine Class trying to move in, but it's not good enough.
Doesn't get
He
it.
was one hit
Wow.
away.
One hit
Meanwhile,
away.
Thompson trying to run, but Whispers on the chase with the chain lightning cream. Thompson just about to drop. The swash will not
Oh,
connect though.
doesn't
He'll
connect.
survive. He'll jump
Oh
back
my
in.
god, he
Thompson
goes back
with
in.
The forest strike, but he
Thompson's
will
an-
go down a Whisper.
Monster, but he
Pure
dies.
still trying to get out of there. Will be okay for
Roar
now. The
comes out,
Ramses does
BZM
jump
is
back
dead.
in for Aurora
Nice.
to BZM.
Pure ran
Will
away. I
take
think.
down the
That's good
Pango.
at least.
But it's a 3
Wow,
for 2
it's a
trade in the favor
bloodbath
of
this
OG.
game. Holy shit, they
Compared to
can't
that
stop
last
fighting
match.
each other.
I don't think. Oh, he might. Never
Oh,
mind.
no.
He's got enough. He's got his team, but here comes Thompson with a 3-man
Oh,
and a 2-man rebound from Nine Class.
what a
You've
bomb
already
strike.
lost Ari. You've lost
Two
Whisper.
dead.
And Tundra, they'd love a little bit more, but everyone else has left the building. A 2 for
What
1
a
in the
stun
favor
by
of Tundra
Thompson.
this
That
time around, and the
ice pack
smiley
was a
face
bit
from
late.
Ramses.
Otherwise,
Letting them know
they could have
about
killed
it.
Weaver too.
You got my life, but it cost you double.
That it does. You know, again, there was some all chat there about insatiable hunger on them.
Oh, they go on BZM.
BZM.
BZM is dead.
Annihilated here as they are taking no risks.
They used every ultimate
Throwing
except
everything but
JK
the
Rose.
kitchen sink to ensure the Pangolier does just die.
I think that's a bit overkill, but it's fine, I guess.
Free shard
Their
for
ultimates are
Whitmon.
not high
This
cooldown.
provides a little bit more with the Liquid Frost as well. Some
Again,
scaling
except
damage
Jakiros.
on hand for Orjakiro. Always nice to see. They are pinging out Ramses once again. BKB still lacking the recipe, so he's a
Uh-oh.
fairly easy target.
Ramses.
Just gonna pop the roar immediately.
Gets
there are
caught.
TPs coming, but they are
Vendetta
gonna be
is dead.
all too late, I think, because Ramses, he will lose his first life.
Ramses has the ages? Oh, here comes Thompson.
Onto Ari already. Egg drop by Sep. Is it going to be able to get off in time? It does. Ramses and Nine Class both going down. Meanwhile, Ari, he does drop
Oh,
Thompson.
Doom comes
He
up
gets
on
doomed up now.
Thompson.
He can't do much to help out. Pure's going to rush in
Thompson
anyway.
BKBs,
He'll try
but
to
he's
go for the
dead.
man fight on his own, but can he do it? It's
He
1v5
kills Sep.
Pure.
Yeah, Pierre's gonna run
Yo,
away
get
now.
out of there. The smiley face from Sep. Pure.
Uh-oh, Pierre is dead, I think. He's just
Trying to
walking
get out.
straight.
Whisper with the shivers trying to scout him out, but they cannot.
Definitely
They
this
can't
Doom.
catch him.
If Whisper lands it on the right target in these fights,
Uh-oh,
it can
Tomato
change
finds
games
Marcy.
and
Marcy, oh my god.
Plus, barely going to be able to rebound
Nice,
away.
run away by Marcy.
Under they are going to group up again. They're
Here
looking at
comes the
Tomato.
entire
Roar
Tundra
is out.
though.
They've already caught the
Roar
wave.
comes
Here
out,
Whisper
BKB
from the
comes
start,
out though.
immediately out from Pure. Not
Thompson,
gonna allow the Doom to be committed
ulti,
here by
kills
Whisper
Doom.
as the egg is down from
The
Sep,
egg
but
is
it's
gonna die.
immediately
Nice.
bursted. OG
Tomato.
falling
Tomato
apart in
runs
this
away.
team fight.
Ori
They'll
dies.
lose Ari on top.
Buyback on Doom.
Whisper's brought back, but it's all too late. The fight's over. Or is it? BZM?
BZM wants to go back
Thinking
in.
about a rolling thunder.
Are you sure about
Tomato
that,
thinking
sir?
about going back.
Smoke point from OG. Again, if they get a good Doom here,
Ari, they see Pure, but the jump is there.
Oh,
Onto the Weaver already.
BKB comes up, but
and he is
Weaver's
gone.
dead. Holy
Tomato
shit,
is
Doom comes
down.
on Pure.
BZM
Pure is
will
just
rush
gonna run
forward with
away.
the rolling thunder, but
Ori's
it's gonna
dead.
do no good. The
Thompson
BKBs are
killing
out.
everybody.
Whisper
Whisper
will
is
die.
dead
That's
too.
a
No
dieback on
buyback.
the turn.
No buyback on Weaver
And a
either.
horrible start here for the side
Oh,
of OG.
doesn't
Make
get
matters
Phoenix.
worse,
Wow, that
Roshan
was
in
close.
just respawned.
Oh, they have Roche too.
yeah, and again for OG,
Pure has a Aegis.
Oh, Ari.
Ari
almost getting caught out. The force left wall
gets
down to get away,
caught.
but they've already caught the Weaver again.
Oh, they caught the
Tomato.
Weaver. Weaver's
Tomato
dead.
is
Oh my
gone.
god.
BZM
That
trying
roar
to
is
get
so
his way out
good.
with the Rolling Thunder. Looks like he will be okay. But Tomato continues to
Holy
get caught on
shit.
this Weaver. And if you really wanted to as Tundra, you could think about just going high ground. But
Just
then
gone.
That's
Just like
without
that.
the insatiable hunger. He hasn't even popped it yet. There you go.
here we go.
Now the reaction
Jeez.
just disappears. No problems here for Pure.
Look at this
What a balanced
damage.
hero.
Jesus.
We got rid of Necromonicons for this, John. How great's that?
Yeah,
There's Necromonicons
Awesome.
for this bad.
yeah.
Start out.
Oh.
Who they got?
Oh.
It's gonna be the Nyx. Ari is gone.
Yeah, next mid game is very
Buyback is out.
strong. Next
Ari's
late
gonna
game
rejoin.
not
Whisper
that
in the
much.
meantime. He got a
Whisper
two-man
gets
onto Ramses
Doom,
already, but Ramses
dies
has
I
no
think.
Roar anyway. He's got
No,
no
he's running
spots to
away.
throw out.
He's
Whisper's
alive.
already
Doom
down.
dies.
They've
Oh
already
my
got
god.
the Weaver. Tomato's
Oh
gone on
my
top.
god,
This is an absolute
Thompson.
disastrous
Have
fight. They're
mercy.
still trying here on OG, but it's already over.
Thompson at
BZM
Bloodstone.
trying to get out, but the Roar is done from
Oh,
Ramses.
Thompson's dead.
Seb the only one left.
Yeah, Seb
Your
killed him.
Icarus dive around, trying to buy a bit of time, but Seb is set to fall. He will wave his friends goodbye. An ultra kill for Pure, and GG is called. Tundra.
Yeah.
Once they get on top of you, John,
Seb
what did
easy,
Thompson
yeah.
say?
No, he was just pinging all the damage Seb did. Easy, says Seb as they close out there. 1,998 damage from the Phoenix. Thompson
Yeah.
says over and over and over again. He's not too pleased about that, but a very strong find a way
Okay.
to punish.
Let's see the draft. OG with the TA and Monkey King, two of the best heroes in the patch. Thompson
4 heroes we
Snapfire.
have
Oh
left for
no.
Pure. We'll
And
go with
Pure.
Brood Mother again.
Why not?
Relax. Brute.
But there's no counters though, right? Like you look at the draft of OG, what have they got to counter
I mean,
this pick?
TA is pretty
Like, you've
good.
got
Monkey is
Brewmaster with
pretty good
Cinnabrew.
too.
A very nice trade
Yeah.
here for OG. Like you take down Whisper first, but I mean, killing off the Brood's always going to feel very good.
Room to breed. Again, you've been
White
getting a lot
Mon.
of work out from Ari. White
Is he dead?
Yeah, bottom lane, they are just diving the T1 tower here, and Whitemon just could not sustain himself.
Damn. Whisper's
Wisdom with that
taking no
speaking
damage.
hellish up top. Pure again.
Yeah, bottom lane, chases on. Pure this time
Here
does
comes
have
Nine
help
Class.
incoming. Whitemon
Pure's
and
dead.
9 Class going to make it impossible to kill off the Brood, as now Whisper
Nope,
also being
never
chased
mind.
down. Pure being salved up, does not give a crap about Whisper. As he will be able to secure the life of
That's a
the
nice TP by
Brewmaster.
9 Class.
That was a very nice rotation up from 9 Class to ensure the dive does not work out that time
Yep.
around.
Overwhelming start on your supports, but
You are.
again, you've done a great job of slowing down Ramses.
Uh-oh, here
It's
comes
around
3
onto the
people.
Brood Mother.
on Pure.
9 Class going to be around to help out with an impale, but it can only help so much as Pure
Oh my god,
gets
Pure is
bounced
getting
around
bounced
here by
around.
Seb, and will go down. They're looking for a little bit more here. Seb having a look at Whitemon. It's like Whitemon is going to get caught out here by Whisper and Ari. And even Tomato joining in
Comes dead
just
too.
in
Damn,
case they
4
needed it.
people bottom.
So Ari will
Minute
be the one
7.
to secure the kill, but OG once again just starting with that hyper-aggressive style of play. And so far it is
But
panning
they
out.
can't take the towers
Onto
though.
tier
Thompson.
1 just yet.
Uh-oh, they're going on
Boundless
Thompson
does
mid.
land. Thompson, he's
Thompson.
got some help incoming, but Ari's diving right in. But he just bounces back out.
Oh my
the tree
God.
breaks anyway. Alright, Ari's fine though.
Ari's.
But
That
how's that
tree
work,
dance
pal?
is insane.
Did the tree break or not? Ari? Apparently he agrees, John. He wants to donate his life back
Oh,
to the Wave
no.
Tundra. Thompson in trouble.
Thompson's
He's going to go
dead.
down. Whitemon's to drop
They're
as
just
well.
5 manning. OG is just 5 manning.
punishing heavily here in the mid lane.
There's
as
not
they'll hand the
much
tips over to 9 Class.
anybody else can do.
Meanwhile, Ramsey's
Oh,
being chased out to boot.
Ramses.
Boundless
Is
to
that-
land from a mile away. Can they get him underneath the T2 tower? It looks like they can.
Yeah, they can.
Seb catching him out with the cog. I'll tell you what, 9 Class is copying a lot of tips here in this game too, John. I can almost feel Fishman smiling somewhere in Riyadh.
Yeah, sure. He's certainly enjoying the show.
Oh.
Whisper.
Whisper, you're dead,
Good
buddy.
drop.
Yep.
Strike. It will land. It won't do enough though. Ari now going to have to just kind of sustain himself in this Wukong's command. As Seb's going to move into boot. Catching out Wyman with the cogs. There's your arena down. Ramsey's just trying to get away. Pure even going to join
Here
in.
comes the
Complete
kisses.
chaos in the mid lane. Whisper dropping
BZM?
low. There goes
BZM is
BZM
dead.
to boot.
Whisper is dead
OG
too.
have gone too far.
Yeah,
Pure will
Pure
hand
is
over the
here.
tips to
The
Whisper.
big
Whisper
bad
handing them back.
spider mama
Oh
is here.
boy, OG. Maybe going a little bit too far. Trying to fight here with Seb. Does find the clockwork. Is now a double impale out from 9 Class, catching
Oh my
Ari
God.
and both
Now
BZM.
Tundra
The Pure
very
forces
strong at
TP
this
away.
point.
He's dropping quite low on the Brood Mother, but he
Oh,
does get out.
Pure. Nice TP.
He is perfectly
They're all
fine.
just TPing. Oh,
They will
Thompson gets
continue
caught.
to chase.
Just TP, just
They
TP.
do find Thompson.
Oh,
That's
that's
still a
not
pretty
TP.
big pickoff if they can secure, but 9 Class is
That
around
sucks.
the corner with an impale landing on 3 targets. But Thompson, he's still in
Wait,
the middle of
what?
nowhere. Can he get away? No, he cannot. Thompson's gone.
Wait,
No idea what that decision was.
yeah,
9 Class now caught out here by Whisper.
that was a bit
Seb having a very
miscommunication.
good time seeing 9 Class is
9
about
Class
to die.
dead.
Radiant's bottom tower.
There goes your Nyx Assassin.
Nice.
Tips out for Whisper.
Yeah. Nice punishment onto this pesky bug.
Ramses?
To really find mortar.
Seb
Seb's
gonna die
dead.
now.
The
Ramsey
kisses.
has been caught out by Wukong, so
Here
he
comes-
will drop
oh,
to boot.
Thompson, don't
still
fight
moving
him.
forward, and here comes Pure
Oh no, Pure
with
is
all
here.
the babies surrounding Whisper. as
Oh,
many of
Whisper,
these
no.
TPs in.
What have
With the
you
Orchid
done?
Out, Whisper cannot survive, but BZM might be
Pure?
able to find
Oh,
a trace
Pure
of the
is dead?
Hurricane. No, it's not enough.
No.
The Whitemon's desperately trying to save his team with Tomato. Going to rush in right after the chip, but the Impel out from 9 Class.
Oh, 9 Class is there. Tomato is dead.
Phantasm.
Nice.
OG, they
Thompson's
need
gonna
to
die
escape
too.
now. Or do they? BZM, he still wants to move in, but
BZM
Rams
is
come
so
back
strong.
in with an arena that
Oh,
does
no.
nothing. Whoopsie daisies. Entries to scout out 9 Classes. They are going to move in. Right
Oh,
Tomato, a perfect
9
setup
Class
from
is a
9
god.
Class into
9
the
Class is a
kisses
god.
Thompson. Tomato and Ari both
My
gone.
god,
A
9 Class
perfect
is so
setup from 9
good.
Classes. He tips
Holy
Seb.
shit.
Oh, Seb wasn't even there. What's Seb do wrong? Oh, the one
there he is.
Oh, Seb gets caught too. No.
Never mind. Now I understand.
That's some great scouting. They managed to
tip
cut the
Seb,
tree right
you know,
as they
get
were
him
trying
mad.
to get the tree dance off with a Primal Spring. And then just the double stun
Man,
kiss, a
these
straightforward
guys are
combo.
so
Tundra.
fucking good.
OG not going to try for the tier 2 tower as of yet, nor are they going to try for Pure's life. Tundra, they are grouped up bottom lane. Looks like they are thinking about that bottom tier 1 tower, though there is going to be a hook shot up from Seb onto 9 Class, but Seb is the one getting caught out by the looks of it. Seb will go down. Whisper, he'll go into the primal split though onto 9 Class, but they have no, they do have the vision.
The kisses
BZM will
got
secure the kill. As
got
Whitemon now
Seb,
getting
but
caught.
the Whitemon got
That'll be
caught.
another kill to come out here for OG. It's Ari searching for a little bit more, but nobody's left. It's a 2 for 1.
2 for 1, but popping Primal Split for 2 supports is a pretty big commitment out from OG. It doesn't cost Tundra much at all.
Here comes Pure
Got
though.
some room to
Top
shove
though.
in top.
You are. He just TP'd. Immediate cancel by Ari.
Ari.
And maybe now it'll seem a lot more worth
Nice
the jump.
catches
They'll
Pure.
find the brew.
Yeah,
They
glyphed. They
glyphed.
didn't even need the split. In the vision game the Monkey King provides.
Pure is
can
a
make it little bit
menace.
more
Look, he's
awkward.
gonna
Pure
take it
getting
anyway, I
punished
think.
for being a little bit confident
Yeah.
in trying that siege.
Why would you glyph
And
that?
makes it a lot.
The Tundra still infiltrating that dire jungle. Whisper going to be right around the corner. Does get caught here by
Oh,
Cookie and
Whisper.
Thompson. And Whisper now
Whisper's
going.
dead.
That's a much bigger kill.
And it is, at the least, you know,
Thompson
that
run
doesn't
away.
have split, doesn't really have anything to do in the next 10 seconds. It's fairly short, but respawns are short
You will
as
see
well.
damage of
So they
Thompson.
can still group around his power spike, but he
That
ages
Snapfire's damage
and
will
line this
come
up
later.
into BKB timing. Probably
He
just
will
wait
shred
that out,
these
use the Aegis to
CK
farm up into the
illusions.
BKB spikes first.
If this
Side of
game
Tundra,
goes late.
Their own BKBs
Okay,
are
let's
pretty much
fast forward a
didn't have
little
to
bit.
force out BZM's own BKBs, but again, you're finding the kills
Okay.
to kind of make this worthwhile for Tundra, taking care of the core and 2
Three
supports.
towers will go down with the Spiderling army. It's just way too much, as we are having a smoke on smoke scenario.
It's a good scan.
Smoke, a scan is out on OG. They know exactly where they are. Seb's going to
Oh.
be scouted already. 9 Class
Tundra.
to move in.
Oh.
They've
Oh,
caught Tomato.
nice.
Tomato.
Impaled. Tomato's dead.
He might be going down, and he has.
Tomato's dead. Oh,
Already
Seb
the
is dead too.
Pos1
That
CK is gone.
9 Class, so fucking
The
good.
Tundra, they can make the choice to you. In fact, never mind, Roshan's not even up. There's no choice. It's up to high ground. If
Yeah,
they
I
want
mean,
to,
you,
that
you
is.
don't have this. You don't have
How unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Ari.
Oh, he got the
Oh.
Yules. He got the Yules
Oh,
off 9
wow.
Class.
mid-air.
Eventually
Mid-air.
it pays off. Ari, he's going to pop the Wukongs. Whisper's going to move in anyway. And Ari is still not going to die, but now Whisper's been caught
9
out.
Class is on a
Oh,
trap,
Ari,
so he's
have
gonna
you
die.
debated your own team, sir?
Yeah, Ari,
Whisper,
what
how
have
do
you
you
done?
find your way out of this one? I mean, he had the primal split, but he won't bother popping it. Oh,
Oh,
at least Ari's out of there, I guess.
Yeah, he gets the bail, watches his teammate die, but they've bought the space, right? Like, this is
Skill
ages for
issue.
Tundra that they're not sieging
Uh-oh.
onto tier 2s.
Ramses
Ari,
is gonna see the war.
Or Seb, rather. Seb now being caught mid lane,
Oh.
but he's okay as Ramsey's not going to land the spear.
Oh,
The jetpack will allow Seb to get out
Here comes
now,
9
but
Class
not for
though.
long, as 9 Class is going to catch him out.
Seb's dead.
yeah, so they
what's
find her
Pure up
openings
to?
on Tundra, 2 heroes down, respawn's fairly short. You
Pure,
can't try to commit
look
for,
at those
like, supposedly
items.
the last housing
Jesus,
tower
this
that Pure's already starting to work
brood
on.
mother will
Again,
kill
with
any hero
that
1v1
full feeding
now.
frenzy, Spiderling's not going to take too long to melt this objective. Tomato not going to be able to contest just yet. Secondary life on Pure still
Look
up
at
there
that
only
attack
for a few more
speed.
seconds.
Look!
So Aegis is about to expire at the very least. But again, the siege, it doesn't take too long once you fully commit in that brood mother.
Just look at that T3 tower. I glyphed up, but it's already gone. Like, it's
Yeah.
just as good as gone. This hero is too much. This hero is just too much. Look at Whisper!
Oh my god, Whisper is just gone. Holy
As
shit.
long as that insatiable hunger's going with these spiderlings, it's just too much damage.
It's way too much. Gone again on the Brewmaster. High ground siege still continuing, although
Uh-oh.
Looks on the top, so the top's
Attacking
gonna be
Brood,
keeping
but
up.
Brood
so
is
it goes
just
for the
man
fight.
fighting Monkey King, just killing him.
Eats the cheese
Thompson
as well, so
eats
they
the
can't really
cheese,
keep
runs
him off.
away.
Fuel's gonna move in. Look for Tomato with the
No,
CK.
Tomato's
Tomato
out.
not gonna
Oh,
get
pure,
caught up there.
pure.
Here comes Ramses
Oh, here
now with
comes
the arena down,
Arena.
forcing more BKBs
All
out from OG.
BKBs.
As they
9
will
class.
retreat, but the mid racks, or rather bot racks,
Don't get
has already
caught.
got. Ari setting up for a boundless strike onto 9 class, but they had no sentries down to really go on it.
Centuries up.
don't have to deal with the split
Thunder's
push
just gonna run
vision
away,
game that
yeah.
OG can work for themselves here as they go for a smoke on smoke now.
Well, Seb might be in position to break a very nice smoke though. 9 class gonna move in. Does have the Vendetta. Hasn't popped it yet though, so he will be scouted out. Hawk is out. Seb, he's caught 3 targets
Oh.
with that Cogs, but there's no follow-up to it.
Oh my god,
BZM's
BZM
the
is
one to go
dead.
down.
Yeah, BZM is just dead.
BZM will drop
Holy
first.
shit.
Seb with what looked like a
Seb,
very good setup,
you're
but the
dead
team
too,
was
buddy.
not ready for it. BZM, he's down for 70 plus seconds.
BZM does not
And
buy
9
back.
class, he has not stopped with the voice lines, fam.
9 classes.
No, he hasn't.
Rolling
At least
Seb.
again, Ari can try to cut down creep waves, slow down this push, but the arm is set on mid. With Thompson and Whitemon and all of his summons. Pure still working the map just a little bit more. Very big kill. BKB was on cooldown for BZM when they forced that jump. It's rather unfortunate.
King
He
trying
did
to-
manage to stun Ramses as he blinks forward while the clock was flying out. Still not enough to
Nicholas
really
is
stop
here,
that
though.
spear out. BZM again opted to play it into that. As they still catch out Ari while they push out as well.
Oh.
Let the Ari go.
Oh.
Onto the mid-rack still go. Tundra.
Just
It's
Brood
just so
and
fast, man. It's not fair. That was
Snap.
Snap
Just
as well. Just the
shredding
racks
these
being taken out
buildings, huh?
Completely by Pure.
that's mega creeps.
On OG's end of things, there's just no defending
Tomato
without
is
BZM.
dead.
Tomato trying to get away. Thompson will move in. They'll just focus down the racks again. Secure those mega creeps.
Dude.
And
What,
even through the
what's,
backdoor
what does
protection,
Thompson
there's
have?
nothing they can do.
Show Thompson's items,
Like,
please.
he's hitting for 300 per right click without the insatiable hunger popped.
Yep.
Here we go.
Bounced
off.
Arena down. He's got
Oh,
Tomato.
nice.
The CK already about to
Arena,
drop and is down.
spear.
No buyback.
No buyback
Tomato,
available.
no buyback.
Whispers jumped in. Whispers Brulings though getting
Brulings just
destroyed by
disappeared.
the side of Tundra. They're gonna find Seb. Poor old Seb. Look at a drop. Cookie
is
will
dead.
land. Seb is gone. Ramses take that one. Rushing into the
Easy,
fountain they are now.
Is that
They would not go that far. But they're on the
set
team
buys
more
back?
towers.
But doesn't matter. Thunder too freaking good, huh?
Seb, hook shot it again. Cogs are
Thunder
out. They'll
too
try
freaking good.
and lock a couple down and try to defend this ancient, but how do you do it? It's not looking too good. Pure on a Whisper will take down the Brewmaster
Wow.
by the looks of it.
Thompson
He's
Snapfire,
gone.
huh?
They'll buy back on Whisper. Seb going
Is
down
Snapfire
in the
made a
meantime.
thing
He
now?
will drop to boot. They'll try to chase 9 class, but Pure, he's the big problem. BZM is down.
9
Whisper will
class
buy
is
back.
not
And GG is
back.
called. A
That's
2-0
it.
victory here for Tundra. And they will proceed through the upper bracket.
Wow, 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 wow.
Semi-final.
Thunder too
9
good.
class will have
Thunder
the final
too good.
word.
Okay, give me 1 second. Need to use the washroom. Be right back. Was that the fastest P you have ever seen in your entire life or what? Okay. Let's check out Wikipedia and see what the brackets look like now for the Riyadh games. Thunder is gonna face Team Liquid. Team Liquid won against Team Spirit. Really? Wow. How did that happen? Falcon barely won against WBGXG. Say that 10 more times. Yeah, goddamn. So these happen tomorrow then? Yeah, these happen tomorrow. And then when does this happen? So the day after tomorrow, 18. And this happens at 9. Yeah, maybe I'll watch this live on 18. Yeah, that is cool though. Team Liquid beating Team Spirit. Congrats. Right, let's go to live stream fail now. Let's see what's happening here, and then we start Dota. We're gonna check Dota out, see what's happening. We play some Dota, you know. More classic lingering AoE. Yeah, I don't want to get too much spoils on the boss's movesets because I'm gonna start Elden Ring right today. But I know about most of the bosses, like their names and stuff. I don't know much about their movesets. League Pro player doesn't understand cuisine choices by Korean Eager. I do not give a shit. Suffering of cameraman? What's this? Oh, whoa. Sorry. I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
You could see what I look like right now.
Yo, what the fuck is happening there? Stop, please.
This is how I would
Flip
walk.
is doing.
Okay.
What the heck?
Whoa, please, I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned. What are on talking to a female with obsession of ranch during what?
I was talking to this girl. It didn't even get to, sexy time, but she was talking about how she likes ranch dressing. like
I mean, ranch
and
dressing
use
does go
ranch
hard.
dressing as part of the operation. What?
Whoa. What did you say? Ranch dressing?
As part of the operation.
Oh, hell, yo.
What?
Bro.
What? I couldn't believe it, dude. I was just envisioning the idea of going to Wingstop instead of a liquor store to go get condoms. You go to Wingstop to get a large side of ranch for your nuts.
Ew. Stop it, dude. I liked ranch. Now I don't. Fuck. Stroker eruption.
Yeah, it's like a teaser. It's pretty.
Whoa.
What?
That's cool.
Oh, wow.
You standing on the wrong
Yeah,
side,
it's like a
dude.
teaser.
Beautiful lavender field in Japan. Oh, that's. Show us the field. Can you please? Oh, that's a cool view. Put your camera down. Oh, there are the lavenders. Ooh, that looks good. That's a cool view. That's a very beautiful view. Damn, those lavenders. Looking sick. Dunk or slam? No, thank you. Tomato ponder how to safely summon Mimo. Again, no, thank you. New neighbor.
It's not afraid of humans. What the heck? They're going so close, but it's not.
It's not afraid of humans.
And also look at this. This is so gross.
What is that? Oh, it's a porcupine?
Oh my god, it's not afraid.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Oh my god,
He's
it's
big
making a
chilling.
nest. He's making a home there. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean. Okay, these are yeah, I've watched those ones before. Okay, all right. That's it for our react / checking out internet, and now we're gonna play some Dota.